Hello, guys, welcome back, and I hope you all are doing absolutely fine. So, today we are going to start a new journey on mastering Materia Medica. So, this will be a full course, or you can say a masterclass on the subject Materia Medica, because I have been recently and I've always been getting this one question and one query from all the students and also some doctors, that how do we understand the subject of Materia Medica and how do we actually implement it in our day-to-day life, in our practice, basically, or if you are a student in your examinations. So whatever I am going to speak, okay, so a disclaimer first and foremost, that this video is not made by AI. I have not used a single artificial intelligence agent to compile my notes or compile my whole script. Whatever I am going to speak is purely out of experience, and for sure, you all must be knowing that I have been working in this field now of education for the BHMS students for the past 6 years, and we are relentlessly working. And you know, our videos might be off since a few time, or the YouTube channel must be shut. But again, the internal work, the one-to-one help, or whatever you can say that, like help or guidance or coaching is going on and is going all good for the BHMS students, right? So this one question was always persistent and pertinent to me, and that's why I decided to make this Materia Medica masterclass for you all. So in this whole video course, I will be sharing with you all what. Okay, let me now go to the slides. Yeah. Yeah. uh, yes, 1 second, guys. So, Materia Medica Masterclass, what all can we expect in this whole course? So, first and foremost, we try to understand that how are we actually supposed to study Materia Medica, okay? And whatever I'm going to tell you all is not just a blind shot in the dark, but it comes from a lot of experience. It comes from working with the best of the best people in the field. I have been very fortunate in my life that I could get an opportunity to work with Dr. Farooq Master sir for like 4 years, and then to start my own startup, an edtech company. I moved to a different state, but yeah, those 4 years were really fruitful, and there is also a special bonus for you all in the end. So Dr. Master had written a book, How to Study Materia Medica, How to Study Materia Medica, right? And it is a book which is currently out of publication, I mean, out of print. So I will try to give you all a gist of that book as a bonus in the end, okay? But before that, what I really want to share with you all is everything that you will ever need to understand the subject of Materia Medica. So that's why I've written it here from A to Z, okay? A to Z, or like you say, A to Z content on Materia Medica, okay? But before we go into the subject of Materia Medica, let me just make sure and let me just tell you all some important pointers that you need to remember for your homeopathic practice in life. And it is very essential for us to have a very firm spiritual base. Now, many people, might find this little odd, but yes, as much as homeopathy is a science, is an art, it is somewhat also like a spiritual science, okay? Because, like, for example, let me just give you a simple example to begin this lecture with, that often people tell that, mostly excepting a few atheists, everyone believes in God, right? God. But if I were to tell you, and if I were to ask you that, can you show me God? What will you say? Question mark. Okay. Similarly, on a parallel context, we give homeopathic medicines, as you all know, like all our liquid medicines are made in alcoholic dilutions. So alcohol is 99% a major base for homeopathic medicines, excepting a few triturations or tablets or powders. But as we all know that 99% of our practice as a doctors is only based on the alcoholic triturations. Okay. Now a layman comes to you. Okay, I'm giving you a context of when I ask a person, do you believe in God? He says, yes, I do believe. But then I ask him that please show me God. So there is always a question mark which comes in. Okay. Similarly, on the similar context and base, we all know, and we all know as homeopaths or as students or as at least somewhere you must have heard, listened, or yourself experienced the effects of homeopathic medicines when given to a diseased patient. And you all know that these medicines surely do work. Okay. You cannot, I mean, as a homeopathic student or as a doctor, you cannot differ on that point that these medicines do not work. But now, if I were to ask you that how does our medicines work, okay, there will always be a question mark, because no matter how many theories you make, no matter how many concepts you learn, this I agree that the concept, the theories, and everything is there. I'm not saying that it is not there, but there also is a very small chunk of this question mark on how does our medicines work. Okay, so now do not misunderstand me here quoting that homeopathy is not a science or is not an art. But what I really want to tell you all is, my friends, that maybe from today I'm not, see, this is not about religion or any other thing. It is about the concepts of energy. And whenever the concept of energy arises, there also simultaneously comes a concept of, one second. Um, yeah, okay. So whenever the concept of energy arises, okay, my friends, it directly or indirectly gets correlated to the concept of spirituality. And the whole purpose, so as you all must, I mean, most of you all must be aware that to start my teaching journey, I first of all took the three basic pillars of homeopathy, which is, I mean, see, homeopathy is like an alternative medicine, but in homeopathy also there are few alternative pillars which can help you. So in your early years of practice, if you are not very good with the homeopathic part, there are some other alternative theories or other alternative practices which can help you. So in my first batch of content creation, I covered the backflower medicines for you all in a whole webinar. Then I took a full course on biochemic medicines, because this is again like an alternative treatment to your homeopathic practice. And lastly, we took one mega webinar on the FATAX repertory. Okay, so those students who are facing difficulties in understanding repertory subject, those students who have a difficulty in repertorizing cases and giving good results, for them we took the FATAC webinar, FATAX first webinar, and they all were a great success. So now when I start my next, like you can say, the second phase or the phase of comeback to my education journey. So, okay. So after these three basic courses, or you can say initiative to teach and help people grow, we now come up with the second phase of our learning, in which I will be focusing mainly on subject videos. Okay, so this first video is like a master course on the subject materia medica. Simultaneously, if God allows and if things go well, we will be making individual videos on repertory, organon, and medicine, which is again not that much like our homeopathic subject, but definitely materia medica, repertory, and organon are the three pillars on which your practice will be based. Okay, so yes, in the second phase, I wanted you all that now, whether you are a student or a doctor, Okay, and irrespective of whatever you study in your books, whatever you study, read, understand, give, doesn't, I mean, it does matter. But from today onwards, if you all are connected with me in this learning journey, teaching journey, because definitely you have given your hard earned money as an energy exchange for the value and the content which I give you all. And it is a content which is made not for the business purpose or not for education, I mean, not for profit purpose, but this is solely made for the individual purpose. Okay, individual profit of you all. Okay, if you all have taken my previous lectures or that course of biochemic remedies, I have got so many testimonies and so many feedbacks that it has really helped you all out. So that is the real earning for me, right? This token of energy exchange that we take is so that you all are very serious with your learning, with your education. But today I really want you all to give me a promise that I don't know that what beliefs you have about the science of homeopathy. I really do not know how much you believe in the concepts of energy, okay, which is vibrations. Because after all the bottles of our homeopathic medicines are same, yet each one carries a different vibrations. Okay, so that's why originated in England and it is used worldwide. There is a concept of vibrational homeopathic energy, which is termed as radionics. And in this situation, the medicines are given to a patient, which is the term of broadcasting. Okay, broadcast it through machines which are specifically made to broadcast medicines. So I'm not telling you all that we will be learning all these things, because this again is a this again is a very broad spectrum perspective of energy medicine through homeopathy. Okay, and I do not say that I practice on these terms, but definitely I had this gig of learning and understanding all the different vibrational patterns in our homeopathic learning. So there are different things, right, which come up: pendulum dowsing, then radionics, mixtures, and a lot of things. But I'm not telling you all that you have to do all these things, but I'm just telling you all that if you have taken this course of mine on Materia Medica and its subject, I really want you all to dedicate some time to now start believing in energies, vibration, and manifestation powers. Okay, because see, I mean, there are so many content creators out there in homeopathy world also, and they all are doing things and they all are doing their own good deeds. But if you are following me, if you have been following me since a very long time now, this is the time I share some secret out which has helped me in my growth, in my practice. And of course, see, the last thing is results. Okay, so results is the end game. No matter what you do, no matter whichever method you use. Okay, if you are able to bring results, you are doing okay and you are doing good. Okay, if not, then there is something which you must understand and change in yourself. And most importantly, the basic advice from my side to you all would be that you do not go into a lot of fancy methods in the initial years. Okay, like the mind method and different methods, like we'll not name it, and I am not even criticizing that they are wrong, they are bad. Okay, most of the homeopaths are doing that, and doing that as in they are criticizing others, they are pulling others down. That's why as an individual pathy in homeopathic community and fraternity, you will see a lot of negativity which is going around. Everyone is trying to pull the other down, everyone is giving bad words, saying ill things about the other doctors, not knowing that everybody has a different mind, everybody has a different astrological chart of their own, through which their life functions. Okay, so if a person is meant to be a dacoit or a cheat or a cheater, he will be a cheater, and he will be a person who will always ill wish for someone. On the contrary part, if a person is there who wants to do good things, who wants to do I mean a goodwill for others, will always do that, right? So there are a lot of concepts about energy vibrations which come into play, and I do not know how much you all are into it, but of course, as and when the course progresses, I'll be trying to explain you all its aspect, its different ways, the different means of learning, and many things. Okay, so when I make an individual subject video on Materia Medica, what I really want you all to know is that whatever I'll be saying is from experience. So, and also I had got distinctions in my Materia Medica in the third year, and in the fourth year I missed by 6 or 7 marks. I'll attach all the screenshots of my mark sheets and everything for proof. Okay, but that is secondary. What I really want to tell you all is that I am designing a course which contains A to Z everything that you know, that you need to know about Materia Medica, about homeopathy, especially with regards to Materia Medica, and we are going to get it out in a course format. Now I really don't know how long will this structure and the video will be, but I'll try to make it as deep as possible. And I mean, there are many things, okay, which we will be covering in this one. So, if you all are interested, please do WhatsApp me on, okay, yeah, 8454843131. Okay, you can WhatsApp me. I can, save your number if it's not saved. And whenever the status comes in of the launch of this course, we'll put it out. Okay, but like I said, that there are a few things which I really want you all to start building for your own better life, because I really wish well for you all. Is a few points. Okay, don't even take this big term of spirituality, let it be aside. We all know that vital force, okay, is a term given in homeopathy, but after all, homeopathy is an energy medicine. Okay, and like Einstein sir has already said that the future of medicine is energy medicine. We will be trying to focus a small chunk of our course based on the concept of energy medicine, with correlating it with materia medical concepts. Okay, and of course, like all the basic things, now let me tell you what all we'll be covering. The basic things which are there in materia medica subject, that is for sure going to be covered. But the whole purpose of making this course is to go beyond the books, is to go beyond the normal study patterns, is to go beyond the normal memorization patterns, and is to go beyond. Okay, and everything between us will be in the terms of energy. And of course, the things which I'll be covering in the whole modules and the curriculum will be, of course, like how to study Materia Medica as a beginner for all the students, the most useful methods of studying and learning Materia Medica, then what are the different approaches while we study Materia Medica, then how knowledge of Materia Medica can really help you in your practice, and what are the different views of different stalwarts on Materia Medica, then what are the sources, and all of these all things are very theory based. But yeah, the main purpose will be, my friends, is that how through Materia Medica you can earn your bread and butter in a better way. Okay, in a better way. Believe me or not, if there are two subjects that can really give you massive returns in the field of homeopathy, and what I have seen from the sir's angle as well. When I'm talking about sir, I'm talking about Dr. Farooq Master sir. I've seen him closely work, study, prescribe medicines day in and day out, and I've been privileged to have spent the full days with him. Right, so we have seen homeopathy work in reality. we've seen how materia medica is to be understood, is to be studied, is to be, how prescriptions are made. But like I was telling, that if there are two things that can really massively help you in your life, that is repertory, the subject of repertory and the subject of materia medica. So if I was given a choice that you select two things that you will closely always need in your life for your lifelong journey, I would select these two subjects, repertory and materia medica. Repertory will give me the key, and materia medica will be my final quote of judgment. Okay, of course organon principles are there, but they are like the law books. Okay, they are always there, but these two subjects, when it comes, becomes an individual art of understanding and prescribing. So that's why, my friends, today I really wish to start this new course. I would not say course, but I would say a new journey of teaching and revolutionizing how homeopathy is perceived by individuals, by doctors throughout our country. And like I said, that I am not saying that we are going to make it spiritual, that homeopathy is a spiritual science. No, homeopathy is of course an art and science, but yes. So yes, I would not call it like a course, but it is a new pattern of learning and deeply understanding a subject. Okay, once you understand this subject, you can do n number of good things with it. And my whole purpose in this, I do not know how long will it be. It can also get summed up in 2 hours, or it can also take like 8 hours, depending on how the things go and how the flow goes. Because like I said, that I do not have any script. This full video I've made it in one shot, like whatever is coming in my brain, I'm simultaneously just speaking it out from my mouth, with the whole relay mechanisms working and going on. But yeah, we do not have any scripts, we do not have any AI based mediums. These are purely experiential things. I have taken permission from sir as well to use content and some inspiration from his book, and he has also given me a green signal, right? And there are a lot of things which are going to work and going to go on into this whole course or module or the masterclass which I'm talking about. So definitely, I really urge every student of homeopathy, be it a student, be it a doctor, to just give it a try. And of course, like I have said, that this time and from now on, all our study ventures and education ventures are going to be on a refund policy, 100% refund policy, no questions asked. Okay, 100% refund policy and no questions asked, right? So I'll not be asking a single question, that why did you ask for a refund. But I really want you all to, if you buy in, okay, I'm still figuring out the price which I'm going to keep for this one, because that also is a very big headache, because I really do not want to burden the pockets of the students. At the same time, I really wish that the project which I am working on, MIH, Med Perspec Institute of Homeopathy, I really need some funds for that. So, as a series of fundraisers, we are trying to make these lectures to collect some funds so that I can, make the homeopathic education in India and worldwide little better, right? So yeah, I'm still figuring out the pricings, and I really hope to release this course by 23rd October, right? But I really want you all to know that we are going to start with this concept of individual subject videos, wherein you get everything that you need to know about the video, about the subject, I mean. And yeah, I hope it goes really well, and I hope and you all really wish and pray for me that I get that strength, I get enough strength to record these videos at a very good stretch for you all. So if I'm going to give you something, I really want some good wishes from your side as well, to help me in this course, in this venture, and in this fundraiser which we are creating. And in return, the amount of knowledge, experience, not only of me but even sirs to some extent, is going to be there massive. Okay, so in return, we are just going to take a small contribution, or you can say a donation or a dakshina from your side, but that is fine, right? Because in India there is a concept of guru dakshina which goes along quite well with our teaching patterns. And yeah, I'll just decide the pricing of this course in energy exchange for you all very soon, and we really wish to roll out from the 23rd. And this course is like an endless journey. Okay, So the videos will keep coming in the groups, and you all really need to be patient with the learning part, because I really want it to be very smooth going for you all. But most importantly, I really want you all to now start understanding the concept of energy, vibrations, start something and learning about spirituality, you know, some ancient techniques to just better yourself. Okay, the whole baseline is to make yourself better than you were yesterday, right? So I'm really excited to start with this new journey of learning. And the first series and the first subject which we will be taking up is Materia Medica, your bread and butter for the rest of your life. So I really wish the best for you all, and I'll see you all soon with the course and all its lectures. And I really wish it goes well. Thank you so much. Thank you. Goodbye, take care, and may God bless us all.